date is June 2023. The setting is a private, high-security boardroom. On a mahogany table sits a piece of paper that would make almost any human being on Earth faint. It is an official contract from Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal. The numbers stamped on the document are completely unfathomable. 500 million euros, $500 million, in cold, hard, guaranteed cash for a single year of kicking a football. If signed, it would not just be a contract. It would be the largest financial transaction in the history of human sports. For 99% of athletes, the decision is a no-brainer. You fly to Riyadh, you play for a couple of seasons, you collect $1 billion, and your great-great-grandchildren are set for life. The football world held its breath, waiting for the inevitable announcement. Then, Lionel Messi did the unthinkable. He pushed the paper aside. He said no. Instead, he boarded a plane and flew to a club sitting at the dead bottom of the American Major League Soccer standings, Inter Miami. To the casual observer, it looked like madness. It looked like a man choosing a massive pay cut to retire in the Florida sun. But the casual observer was blind. Lionel Messi did not go to America to retire. He went to pull off a literal corporate takeover. He didn't want the $500 million fish. He wanted to buy the entire ocean. While the world was playing checkers, Messi and the shadowy network of brilliant financial minds behind him were playing multidimensional grandmaster chess. You see, Messi is no longer just a footballer. He is the chairman of a multinational corporate powerhouse. Behind the quiet, introverted demeanor of the boy from Rosario stands a shrewd, calculating business tycoon. A tycoon who is quietly buying up Silicon Valley, monopolizing luxury, hospitality, rewriting the rules of global media, and redefining what it means to be a billionaire athlete. If you think you know Lionel Messi, think again. Forget the Ballon d'Ors. Forget the World Cup trophy. Welcome to the billion-dollar reality of the LM10 Empire. To understand how Messi turned a perceived pay cut into a financial masterclass, we have to look at the anatomy of his Inter Miami contract. It is a document so revolutionary that it has fundamentally altered sports economics forever. When Messi signed with Inter Miami, his base salary was announced at a modest $24 million a year. But that number was just a smokescreen. The real genius lay in the clauses. Messi's camp did not negotiate with the club. They negotiated with the league's multi-billion-dollar global partners. First, the Apple TV deal. Silicon Valley giant Apple had just bought the global broadcasting rights for MLS for $5 billion. Messi negotiated a direct cut of every single international subscription to the MLS season pass. Within months of his arrival, subscriptions doubled. Every time a kid in Tokyo, London, or Buenos Aires buys a pass to watch Messi play, money directly hits Lionel's bank account. Second, the Adidas monopolization. Adidas is the official kit sponsor for the entire league. Messi, who already held a lifetime contract with the brand, secured a direct percentage of all shirt sales. When he arrived in Miami, the pink number 10 jersey became the most sought-after piece of clothing on earth, completely crashing global supply chains. But the crown jewel of the deal was an option to acquire up to a 10% equity stake in Inter Miami CF without the standard massive expansion fee. When Messi touched down in Florida, Inter Miami was a modest mid-tier club. Fast forward to 2026, and the Messi effect has weaponized the franchise. The club's valuation has skyrocketed to a staggering $45 billion. By simply existing, playing, and winning, Messi turns his option into hundreds of millions of dollars in pure asset appreciation. He isn't working for the boss. He is the boss. While the headlines shout about Inter Miami and Apple, the true engine of Messi's wealth operates in complete silence, far from the cameras. It is a family holding company that you have likely never heard of. Its name is Lionel España, 2010. Ordinary athletes get rich through salaries and endorsement checks. True tycoons build corporate structures to house their intellectual property. Lionel is Messi's personal financial fortress. Through Lionel España 2010, Messi manages his most valuable asset, his global image rights. In a single fiscal year, this family-run holding company generated a mind-boggling 2 million euros purely from licensing and image rights alone. That represented a spectacular 60% year-on-year increase. By filtering his earnings through Lionel, Messi minimizes risks, optimizes taxation, and ensures that his name operates exactly like a Fortune 500 company. Forbes estimates his annual income at $135 million, placing his overall net worth between $600 million and $850 million. But with Lionel's exponential scaling, that valuation is highly conservative. If you want to know where a billionaire looks to multiply their fortune, follow their gaze to Northern California. Messi didn't just stop at traditional business models. He aimed his financial compass straight at the heart of the global tech sector, Silicon Valley. Messi founded a massive San Francisco-based investment vehicle called Playtime Sports Tech Holdco, LLC. This isn't a hobby. It is a serious $200 million venture capital fund aimed squarely at the intersection of technology, media, and sports. To run it, Messi didn't hire football agents. He partnered with Silicon Valley heavyweights Razmig Hovagimian, the brilliant mind behind Vicky, and Michael Marquez, founding partner of Code Advisors. Through Playtime, Messi is aggressively deploying capital into high-growth startups like Matchday.com, an interactive gaming platform, transforming how fans engage with football digitally, and AC Memento, a company revolutionizing the sports memorabilia space by allowing fans to bid on match-worn jerseys directly during live games. Messi is not simply spending his wealth on luxury toys. He is buying the technological infrastructure of the sports world's tomorrow. Today, the fierce rivalry between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo defined 2 decades of football history. Today, that warfare has migrated from the pitch into the global marketplace, but their corporate strategies could not be more polarized. Ronaldo's business model is built on hypervisibility. He is everywhere. His face is emblazoned on apps, fitness brands, and massive global ad campaigns. He wants maximum volume. Messi, conversely, operates on strategic minimalism. His brand is built on quiet, unshakable quality, absolute trust, and long-term institutional loyalty. Nothing exemplifies this better than his lifetime partnership with Adidas, earning a baseline of at least $10 million a year just to wear the 3 stripes. Messi has positioned himself as the permanent living icon of the brand. He is exactly what Michael Jordan is to Nike. Look at how he approaches his apparel brand, the Messi store. He collaborated with Jenny Hilfiger, the visionary sister of legendary designer Tommy Hilfiger, to create a brand that fuses premium luxury with athletic streetwear. But notice the financial brilliance behind it. Messi doesn't take on manufacturing risks or logistics debt. He licenses his name to giant operational conglomerates like Centric Brands. They absorb the overhead, handle the supply chains, and take the financial hit if a season underperforms. Messi simply collects pure, risk-free royalty revenue. The same elite blueprint applies to his partnership with ultra-luxury jewelry house Jacob and Company. Together, they launched the epic Ex-Chrono Messi watch line, draped in the iconic white and sky blue of the Argentine flag, featuring a diamond set casing and his lucky number 10. Only 180 pieces were ever made. The price tag? A breathtaking $150,000 each. Messi doesn't just endorse luxury, he sets its price point. Digital assets and tech stocks are excellent, but the LM10 Empire is firmly anchored by massive, tangible brick-and-mortar assets across the European continent and the Americas. Messi manages his vast real estate portfolio through a private trust named Edificio Rostower. This corporate vehicle is currently valued at over 223 million euros. Through this trust and targeted partnerships, Messi has built a dominant presence in the elite tourism sector. In a joint venture with the Majestic Hotel Group, and later managed alongside hospitality giant Melia, Messi launched MIM Hotels. From the beautiful Mediterranean coast of Sitges to the global party capital of Ibiza, from the Balearic paradise of Mallorca to the luxury ski resorts of Aquara and the elite microstate of Andorra, with room rates starting at a premium $144 a night and scaling into thousands for elite suites. These boutique properties cater to high net worth travelers. They offer private polo fields, hyper-luxury yacht, charters, and world-class wellness centers. Messi's vision for hospitality is highly experiential. In Barcelona, he opened Bella Vista del Jardín del Norte, breathtaking concept restaurant designed to replicate a traditional Argentine town square, complete with its own church, barbershop, and plazas, serving masterfully curated cuisine. In China, he took the concept of sports entertainment to an unprecedented scale with a Messi Experience Park, spanning a massive 9 hectares and backed by a $200 million development budget. This park utilizes cutting-edge virtual reality theaters, holographic fan zones, and flight simulators to let fans experience the life of the legend. As the final chapters of his playing career are written, Messi is accelerating his expansion into media and consumer goods, ensuring total control over his narrative and likeness. Partnering with Smuggler Entertainment, Messi recently launched 525 Rosario, a premium global content and production studio named after his hometown roots, operating out of high-tech creative hubs in Miami and Los Angeles. 525 Rosario isn't just waiting for Hollywood to tell Messi's story. The company is building the infrastructure to produce high-end cinema, gripping documentaries, television series, and live sports broadcasts. By owning the production house, Messi ensures that the rights to his life story remain entirely within his family vault. In the consumer goods sector, Messi took direct aim at the sports hydration industry dominated by Gatorade and Body Armor. He launched Mas Plus by Messi in partnership with the powerhouse Mark Anthony Group, leveraging his unmatched social media reach, boasting over 500 million followers on Instagram alone. The brand bypasses traditional multi-million-dollar marketing campaigns. It rolled out directly onto the shelves of America's largest supermarket chains, capturing immediate market share. Perhaps the most telling sign of where Messi is heading can be seen in his quiet acquisitions of football clubs. He has already acquired ownership stakes in UE Cornella in Spain and partnered with his lifelong friend and legendary striker Luis Suarez to invest in Deportivo LSM in Uruguay. Messi is building a global network of football clubs. He is learning the operational pipelines from the ground up, positioning himself to become the ultimate post-retirement club mogul. When football historians look back at the 21st century, they will talk endlessly about the beautiful goals, the breathtaking dribbles, and the dramatic World Cup victory in Qatar. They will speak of Lionel Messi as an artist who treated the pitch like a canvas. But the corporate world will remember him differently. They will remember the quiet genius who looked at a $500 million cash offer, realized his own worth, and instead chose to rewrite the rules of sports capitalism. They will look at a man who systematically turned his name into a sovereign asset class, spanning tech funds in Silicon Valley luxury, hotels in the Pyrenees, media houses in Los Angeles, and a massive equity share in the fastest growing football league on earth. The scrawny kid from Rosario, Argentina, who once needed growth hormone treatments just to play the game, now sits at the absolute pinnacle of global commerce.